man. Evangelion was really good. Honestly, though, it kind of hurt. That hurt even more.
Yeah, welcome to the manga, bitch. Hey guys, my name is Greer, and here is y'all's favorite person, apparently.
Mr. Moneybags. Yeah,
Today is our review of the Evangelion manga adaptation. Now, it's not the normal kind of consistency where the manga comes first and then the anime is an adaptation. The manga is an adaptation of the anime.
I think I'd like to say this. You know what hurt a lot?
What?
When Greer chucked the books at me. That kind of hurt. That kind of stung. I didn't like
barely
that.
fucking hate you.
Let's go on with the review.
Okay, so this is the same kind of consistency review as last time, where we go over the plot, we give our general thoughts, and then we give our scariest moments and our favorite moments. Now, I'll also do a kind of quick actual review of the physical copy. One nice thing is that these aren't actually the physical versions. These are the combination ones, like where it's like the first 3 volumes and such. Each one before each book itself has this really nice full color art. That's another good one. And I'll just use the first volume as an example. And then we have our boy Sachael. Stop! She's 14! You can't be doing this. We talked about this. But just for a cover review, 1 has got Unit 1, 2 has got Unit 2. I mean Unit 0. Fuck off. Volume 3 has Unit 2.
He's a bitch, right? He's a god.
Volume 4 has our favorite little femboy god, and then volume 5 has Shinji. It's also, these are all very good physically wise. Quality is really well. Now, it is essentially the same plot as the original show, just in my opinion better, because the character writing is a lot deeper and there's some story changes here and there. Now, of the changes
on my lobster.
Of the changes that you can remember, what was your the one that stuck out to you the most?
The changes, I think they did the opening a lot better. For the first one, the opening was a lot better.
Yeah.
I loved how it's hard to get that cinematic feel when you're reading a book. Mm-hmm. I loved the cinematic. I try to imagine.
Hey, I guess you're just not autistic like me, so skill issue.
I tried to imagine the opening from when it went from the Sachael in color into the black and white manga, how that was a seamless change.
Yeah, it's really nice. One thing it really does is this is a term that is used in horror stuff too. It's called the page turner. You'll typically find this with Junji Ito's works. There's one example. This is in the 5th volume or collection, I guess. There's a moment when Shinji is, I guess, inside where all the consciousnesses are being collected, and in the movie, because this is end of Evangelion territory, in the movie it's just cacophony of voices. But I think it's done better in this one, because you just turn the page and see a page filled with overlapping speech bubbles. I think it gets the overwhelmingness done a lot better.
Yeah.
Now, so basic plot synopsis, it's the exact same as the original show, with some changes here and there. First one being, the first major change, is Shinji actually sees Unit 1 before he gets to Nerve headquarters. Now, it's one thing I really like is this also does... This is completely out of order.
Would you like me to count it for you?
No, it's the first one.
Shut up.
He actually sees Unit 1 before he gets to Nerve. But let me find it.
I'm gonna recreate my favorite shot. I'm so fucked up.
But as you can see here, he actually has a run-in with Unit 1, which I really like that change.
I don't know why they didn't change the line in that one scene to be oopsie. I feel like that would have been a better...
Also, yeah, there is no masturbation scene in this, which is, I actually think, a change for the better. One thing yeah. Because it was kind of, in the end, unnecessary, but overall, I think it's for the better, but I do understand why they did it in the original.
Yeah. I don't.
It makes sense character-wise.
I would love to be enlightened, but it makes sense character-wise.
Hey, you know, Mexico, there's one school that has a class on Evangelion, so maybe if we did that, we could understand why. This is a real thing. You can look it up.
When we're moving to Mexico.
But anyway, another change they do is they actually give more interaction between Rei and Shinji. It actually feels like a relationship. And like you said in the intro, this was kind of, I give it that, the manga hurts a lot more because the character writing is a lot better.
Yeah.
Like he can agree with this. As someone, you said you enjoyed it for the plot, the character writing is a lot deeper, the relationships feel more real. Like, there's this one really sweet scene where Shinji and Rei are in some sort of garden, I think, although I think it's in the Geodome. And she's, like, comparing holding hands with him to, like, having a hand in the water, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And it's actually really sweet. Also, the art in this is beautiful. It does really capture the style of the anime pretty well. And,
I just had to, this is, like, my favorite piece of, like, art, like, honestly, in this entire manga.
Hey, look, it's his mom!
It's a family photo. I actually really like that. I really actually like that. I like when you look at it after you finish the manga. It's like a family photo. That's very like nice.
Yeah, because one of the things
trying to decrease the thing very much.
Yeah, because one of the things I remember sometimes I find painterly pages to be a little dull and boring. Like the panelly pages in Berserk, for instance, I find kind of blah because they just don't look very appealing to me. Like this one, I actually do really like it because it's a nice little in-between. Because it follows the basic story, but it's not any moments in the plot. It's like that. It's like headshots and stuff. But what else is there? So, let me think. Also, according to plans, depending on how lazy I get, the next Evangelion review might be the rebuilds because it's taking me a while to actually find time to read anima. So, I don't know. But
anyway, explain what the anima is.
Evangelion anima is it's a light novel, which means it's a book with photos throughout, kind of like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, elite ball knowledge right there. But it's essentially like if any of you, which I doubt this, have read Hatchet. It's like Brian's Winter, where it's an alternate ending extension sequel. It's like that, where it's like 3 years after, and there's a couple changes here. I won't spoil anything, but it's actually really good from what I've read.
Hatchet was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Brian's Winter.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Brian's Winter to the Evangelion franchise. I know none of you are going to get this.
That's bold.
I just like the Hatchet series overall. It's pretty good. Anyway, back on track. I guess we will go in the same kind of thing we did with the first review, which is scariest moment and favorite moment. Now, what would you say? And should we split this in half like we did? Yeah, we'll split it in half like the first one, where I'd say shit only gets real in, like, the 4th volume. So, first 3 volumes, and then last 2 volumes. First 3 volumes, favorite moment.
Alright, favorite moment. Out of like these...
Just the first 3.
Okay.
You can give it for each one.
Okay, so I actually had you're going to be proud of me. I had these written down because I knew I was going to forget something. So I'm just going to go like book 1 to book 3.
Yeah.
So Rei's rescue after the battle with Ramiel.
Ramiel, that's a good one.
That was her first genuine like smile.
Yeah, I actually think
really
this is done a lot better than in any of the other stuff because
Ray is a very difficult character to do in a lot of ways because she's very
it's
very complex, and I think
she's meant to be emotionless but not inhuman.
Yeah, which is a difficult.
It's
thing
hard
to do.
It's hard to hit that balance between being non-human, stoic, and a trope.
Yeah,
which the rebuilds turn her into a trope. The original actually does it quite well. But yeah.
So for book 2, I did Shinji and Asuka learning to exist. Coexist.
This was the one where they were fighting the twin angel, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And this was this is like the growing relationship with the pilots in general, kind of showing that. I think they did that really well, like showing the human side of them, like instead of them just being like giant,
they actually have a lot of time to interact and mingle together instead of just having their own separate issues. They have a lot more character time.
So for book 3, I did Unit 1's Awakening.
This is against the fight of the ribbon arm guy, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
That
its core is exposed.
Yes. Yeah. That one was really cool. That's my first 3.
All right. What were the scariest moments in each one?
Scariest moment. Okay, so book 1, Unit 1's first Berserk. That was magnificent. For book 2, Shinji trapped inside, and this one I wrote down, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
LCL, entry plug interior.
Yes, that. But yeah, that one was Shinji being trapped. That was really cool. And so for book 3, it was Unit 3 being infected.
By infected, you mean where she dies, right?
Yes!
That... Okay, I'm not joking here. When I rewatched that, when I was watching this series back there with him, when I realized that was what's coming up on screen, I genuinely teared up. Because again, at that point I completed the manga. It fucking hurts, dude.
And I put there as well, Unit 1 tearing it apart while, like, Shinji can't, stop it.
Oh, you mean against Unit 3?
Yeah, against
Unit
3.
I thought you were talking about Ray.
No, Unit 3.
That's
and then,
later.
Yeah, and how,
Oh, yeah.
That was tough, too.
Yeah, you're talking about the, dummy plug system.
Yeah, and how, Unit 1's just sort of, tearing it apart.
Also, it didn't do the stupid shit of writing what's-his-name out of the plot. I don't know. For favorite moment in Volume 1, it's probably going to be the quick glimpse they get at Ray piloting Unit 1 while they're heading to Nerve Facility. Because I like how they show that this thing is horrifying. Keep in mind, this thing is, if we're going off the rebuild height, which is the only thing I'll give to the rebuilds outside of animation.
This is rare air.
They actually do a bunch of the scientific stuff.
Those wheelchair designers were paying double.
They give cannon heights. In the rebuilds, Unit 1 is about 40 meters tall, which in Freedom units is 109 feet.
I wonder how much blood transfusions they needed for Ray after that.
But anyway, imagine. So you're going to the city, right? Like your father, you haven't seen in almost half a decade at this point, is calling you here. The first thing you run into is this giant monster, and then you see another one, but your chaperone is like, no, this one's fine.
This one's normal.
And you just see this looming shadow with these bright, I think they're white eyes that just pierce at you, right? And for the second volume, favorite moment, I don't remember much. In fact, let me check the chapters real quick.
While he's checking, I'd like to dedicate this video, shameless plug, our sponsor for today's video, which we linked in the description, at Donald J. Larp for President.
Oh my god.
Subscribe to Donald J. Larp on YouTube.
It's a parody channel he's running.
It's my parody channel. It's my LARP channel. Subscribe to Donald J. Larp. It's phenomenal. Mario and Luigi are... No, I'm not gonna say it. Oh my god. How long are we going just scrolling the Evangelion book before we see straight boobs.
You know, that's another thing too. They actually hold back with the nudity and stuff. They don't do any of that.
Cool, because I just saw straight collarbone. If they moved that down one more time. Thank you, Ray, the 14-year-old. Boy, they do it different in Japan, don't they?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go with, it's not necessarily like anything big plot-wise, but I remember it's another character building between, Shinji and Rei. It's, I think he's helping her cook or something. It's just kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And then this one...
Better than the Lord of the Rings walking simulator.
Jesus Christ, that actually is kind of horrifying. There's a little thing here of when Ava 01 goes berserk. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. No, that's
like
insane.
actually fucking terrifying. That's a fun one. So when Shinji's trapped in the LCL, my favorite moment for the third volume is he has like this almost pseudo interaction with his mother, which that's kind of nice. Okay, so favorite moment in volume 4, aka the one with the gay space blade.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yowie.
let
me find that.
Seal's invasion. So this is 2, because I really couldn't pick.
Yowie. Boy kisser.
Okay, so Seal's invasion of Nerve,
That's in
and
this volume, I'm pretty sure.
is it?
Yes.
Did I get that wrong?
Yes, because that is all end of Evangelion territory.
Right.
Actually, let me check. Oh no, that Seal's invasion isn't here.
Yeah, no, because that's mass-produced Ava's, right?
Yeah, it's all that kind of territory.
Okay. So I got that wrong because I put them together on accident. So Seal's invasion of Nerve and the mass-produced Ava's.
It's one of the most horrifying scenes in the entire series.
Yeah.
Simply because it's not like it's just dread-inducing.
And it's not even that. I loved it so much as like a scary scene because for like the entire thing, we see this violence of like the angels, but now we're seeing the violence of human beings.
Yeah, it's I don't remember who says it. I think it's the fucking glasses kid who like likes what's her name. He says it's like it's the co-director who says like who to think that the last angel we'd fight was humanity itself.
Yeah.
Or something along that line.
Who'd you think that the last angel we'd fight would be class rep? Yeah. So
genuinely useless character.
Scariest moment from book 5. This was a scariest moment for book 5. Very easy pick. Instrumentality. There's no like.
See, I actually had the stupid idea of listening to the Evangelion finale compilation while reading this, and it synced up perfectly. Like, Kamasutra Todd happened the second I turned the page, and it was like, oh boy. And it lasted the entire time throughout, and I cried, I'll admit it.
So, my favorite part of
book 5.
Book 4, because I didn't do book 4.
Oh, yeah, book 4.
So, honestly, I think I'd still give it to Seal's Invasion of Nerve. Then my favorite part of book 5, Asuka's last stand in Unit 2 against the mass-produced Avas was awesome. I loved that. That's always been my favorite. That's always been such like a phenomenal scene for me in a way. It's just such a great, it really shows like her skills like a pilot.
Yeah.
And
also, the fact that it goes berserk as it's been torn to shreds is a really nice detail. Because it's like a last stand.
Yeah.
When it's already too late. It's kind of bittersweet.
Yeah.
Favorite moment in book 4, Yowie. It's actually
I'm related to embarrassing people.
No, but actually the stuff between... Oh, fuck, I don't remember his name.
Oh, God.
Who's the space twink?
Space twink. Space twink. Wait, hold on. If I Google Space Twink from Evangelion on Google...
It's gonna show up.
Space Twink from Evangelion.
Please let this actually show it.
No fucking way.
It did it?
No fucking way. It actually did. This is the image that pops up.
Hold on, what's his name? Kaoru. Okay.
Kaoru.
The stuff between Kaoru and Shinji is actually kind of
I'm
sweet.
just sending you that photo.
It actually is kind of nice because it actually does go to show that beyond just trying to emotionally manipulate him, he does care, because that's actually the whole thing that sets into motion the rest of the series.
That is Evangelion.
Yeah.
That is Evangelion.
Because
Being emotionally
Evangelion's
manipulated.
entire plot after the original show only happens because Kaoru is each time trying to get Shinji to love him. And it's actually shown quite well in this book.
Let's play piano together.
Favorite moment in this? Actually, the ending. Because normally I don't like it when there's a timeline reset, but it actually is done quite well in this. But
yeah, with like Evangelion, I liked the idea that it really wasn't all that. Well, okay, no, I'm not gonna say that now. Honestly, with Evangelion, I really didn't like the ending with the whole instrumentality, like knowing that you can choose to leave and then rebuild humanity. It really gives me that, like, oh, you know,
it's how Shinji and Asuka canonically had sex.
Yeah,
that is the original timeline. I still don't really know how to feel about that because it makes sense. It's happy and all, but it also it just makes. You know what? I'm gonna save that for the rebuild review because I already went on this tangent.
You mean the rebuild review we already did?
Shut up. Don't let them know! Oh! Immersion broken. We recorded it like a month ago at this point. But anyway, the tangent I was going on is Mari is a useless character in the rebuilds, and simply because of that anniversary short where they end up getting together makes her even more useless. Anyway.
It was Asuka.
Hmm?
I thought it was Asuka.
No, he gets with Asuka, but Mari was meant to be this kind of no problems love interest for him.
No problems.
No, yeah, that's what it was. Because if he got with Rei, it'd be weird, because that's just his mom. If he got with Asuka, apparently they're too close, which is what someone I heard, which that's just fucking
I feel like and I'm not saying that it's a good, like, excuse, but if using that, the only excuse that would, like, make
my steak is too juicy! My sandwich is too toasted.
My lobster has too much butter. Like, it's just an abusive relationship. I would like to think that. I would like to think
because
that
they actually, if you think about it emotionally, they actually work well together.
Yeah. There's a lot of beating though.
Hey, I wonder if she actually ever found out that he did that though. At the end of it, I wonder.
I think we already used this joke, but I'm gonna use it again just in case I didn't. I feel like that'd be their wedding vows. Shinji goes up and
I promise not to come on your chest ever again.
Ever since I found out. Hold on, my mom texted me. Okay. In the middle.
Anyway, scariest moment here, as you saw me freaking out earlier. Rei's death, because it hurts.
Why does mom want us to come upstairs?
I don't know. We're probably doing photos in a minute. Anyway, let's just get this done. Scariest moment in here, I have to go with, again, the scene I mentioned earlier. It's when...
They're doing the graduation celebration. We have to go now.
Let me turn to this. I don't want to see his parents beating him. I want to see this photo.
Yeah!
Jesus fucking Christ, where are you? You're right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. This has got to be the scariest moment because of how overwhelming it is. That's all text bubbles. Anyway, we'll be back.
The Mountain Dew has been retrieved.
This is just clothing thoughts and me restating my statement. My scariest part in Volume 5 was the cacophony of voices in the third impact. Now, overall, give your closing thoughts on this in like 3 sentences max.
Alright, Evangelion, the manga, is...
Are we doing
out.
Are we doing
Out!
Oh my god.
Anyway. Continue.
Is it okay if I go outside today? Do I have your permission to speak?
Content.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Content.
yes, sir.
Content.
Okay, so Evangelion the manga is what the show is to me for people who like to read more. That's not saying that it's bad, not saying that it's my favorite. I like the show a lot more, like I said to him off screen, because it's like I'm
It's a bit
attached to more like physical media than like physical like media to watch instead of like manga.
Yeah.
And I usually am able to get around that by listening to audiobooks, but mangas aren't really like an audiobook material. Not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I really did enjoy this.
Yeah, in my
one
opinion,
of the first, like, graphic
and this
novel
is
kind of
simply a
things I
skill
enjoyed.
issue because I have very poor eyesight. Even with my glasses, I really need to get a new prescription. But go away. The action was a bit like overdrawn. Like there's a bunch of action lines, and if I hadn't known the choreography beforehand, it was a little hard to follow.
Yeah.
So it can be a bit messy with the inking and all, but for my closing thoughts, the manga adaptation of Evangelion is, in my opinion, better and now holds the place as my favorite piece of media ever. Over the show. And of course, over the rebuilds.
Yeah.
Trash!
Yeah. But no, I love the rebuilds. I think the rebuilds are the best. I think.
I will end you.
Cut the video. Cut the video. Cut the video. Okay.
Anyway, overall, I'd give the Evangelion manga a 9 out of 10. There's just a few issues here and there. But yeah, go read it for yourself. This is about like $60 at least.
Help me. Help me.
Buy the book.
Don't make